The text arrived at 6:47 p.m., right on schedule. 5 Thursdays in a row now, always around the same time. Working late again. Don't wait up tonight. Red heart. Marcus stared at the heart emoji, a cheap bandage over an obvious lie. He sat in the dim glow of his home office, laptop screen casting harsh light across his face. For 37 days, he'd tracked the pattern. Sudden late meetings, the new perfume lingering on her skin, the way Jennifer bolted for the shower the second she walked through the door, before even a hello. The hushed phone calls she took in the garage. He wasn't stupid. He'd known since the hotel restaurant receipt he found in her coat pocket, a place they'd never visited together. Since the fresh scratch on her wedding ring, the kind made by hurried removal and replacement. Since he logged into their shared cell account and saw 247 texts to an unknown number. Marcus had spent 12 years as a detective before shifting to private security consulting. Reading lies was muscle memory. Gathering evidence was instinct. What Jennifer didn't know was that he already had everything. The man's name, Derek Sutton, VP at her marketing firm. Married. 2 kids. A real catch. But Marcus hadn't confronted her. Not yet. He'd waited, planned, made certain every piece was in place. His thumbs hovered over the keyboard. For 5 weeks he'd replied with the same dutiful variations. Okay, love you or no problem. I'll keep dinner warm. The oblivious husband. Tonight would be different. Didn't plan to. Enjoy your evening. He hit send. Delivered. Read. The typing bubble appeared, vanished, appeared again. He could almost hear her pulse quicken. His phone buzzed almost immediately. What do you mean? Are you okay? He smiled, not warmly, but with a quiet satisfaction of someone finally stepping out of the victim's role. I'm great, actually. Have a good night, Jen. He set the phone face down and walked to the kitchen. A bottle of 18-year-old single malt waited on the counter, saved for a special occasion. This qualified. The phone erupted, calls, texts, a frantic cascade. He let them all go to voicemail. Marcus, what's going on? Why are you being weird? Call me back. Is someone there with you? That last one drew a short, bitter laugh. Classic projection. She was the one importing a stranger into their marriage, yet her first assumption was that he'd done the same. He poured 2 fingers of scotch, neat, and returned to his desk. A folder labeled evidence sat open. Photos, bank records, phone logs, GPS pings from her car. Everything needed for a swift, uncontested divorce. Another text. I'm coming home right now. He replied, I'm perfectly fine on my own. Actually prefer it these days. The truth in those words surprised even him. Somewhere in the last 5 weeks, grief had hardened into resolve. When she called again, he answered. What the hell is going on, Marcus? Her voice was sharp, edged with panic. Nothing at all, he said evenly. I'm just following your advice, not waiting up. You have your evening planned. I have mine. Seems fair. You're scaring me. This isn't like you. Maybe you don't know me as well as you thought. I'm coming home. Suit yourself. I might be asleep. Or not. Who knows how these late evenings go? Silence crackled on the line. Are you having an affair? He laughed, genuinely startled. That's rich coming from you. What are you talking about? Nothing. Go enjoy your meeting or dinner, or whatever you have planned with Derek tonight. The name landed like a slap. He heard her breath catch. I don't. Don't bother. 247 texts last month. The hotel on 5th. The new lingerie in your gym bag you never modeled for me. Need more? Marcus, please let me explain. There's nothing to explain. You've been sleeping with your boss for over a month. You've lied to my face every morning. That heart emoji doesn't make it cute. It wasn't supposed to happen. Save the cliches. I've heard them all. So what? You're having revenge sex now. What I'm doing is no longer your business. Just like what you've been doing stopped being mine 5 weeks ago. Making it official? What does that mean? You'll see when you get home if you come home. Or maybe stay with Derek. Though he does have a wife and kids waiting. You're being cruel. I'm being honest. There's a difference. He pulled a thick manila envelope from the closet, the divorce papers, picked up from his attorney 3 days earlier. I've already filed, Jen. It's done. You filed without telling me? You made your choice. This is mine. She was crying now, but the sound barely reached him. He'd shed his own tears in private while she carried on the charade. We'll talk tomorrow, he said. You, me, and our lawyers. He hung up as she pleaded. For the next 2 hours, the phone lit up relentlessly. Apologies, anger, bargaining, threats. He read them all unmoved. He'd already grieved alone. At 9:30, the doorbell rang. He stayed seated. She still had her key. The lock turned. Jennifer burst in, makeup streaked, still in the blue dress she'd agonized over that morning. For Derek, he now knew. She spotted him in the dim living room and rushed forward. Thank God. I thought. You thought what? That I'd hurt myself over this. He sipped his scotch. I'm not the one who destroys lives with guilt. That's your specialty. Where is she? She demanded, scanning the shadows. There is no she, Jen. That was the point. Her face cycled through confusion, relief, fury. You lied. You made me think. I never said I was with anyone. You assumed, because that's what cheaters do. That's manipulative. Is it? Or is it just letting you feel 2 hours of the doubt I've carried for 5 weeks? She collapsed onto the couch, sobbing. I'm so sorry. It was a mistake. It meant nothing. It meant everything. It meant our vows meant nothing. You don't accidentally betray someone for over a month. That takes planning and choice. Every single time. Don't put this on my job. I'm home every evening. You felt ignored because you were looking for justification. She was quiet a long time. It started emotionally at the conference last February, she whispered. 9 months ago. 9 months. His jaw tightened. You checked out long before you climbed into bed with him. I would have ended it eventually. More lies. He gestured to the papers on the coffee table. Sign them. Make it easy. No. We can fix this. Counseling. I don't want to fix this. I want to be free of it. You killed my trust. Without trust, we have nothing. She reached for him. I love you. Real love doesn't do what you did. He walked to their wedding photo on the mantel, studied their younger, hopeful faces, then set it down. I honored my vows every day. You chose yourself. Eventually, she retreated to the bedroom. He stayed on the office couch, listening to her cry until 3 a.m. He felt only hollow calm. Morning came. Jennifer sat at the kitchen table in yesterday's dress, eyes swollen, the unsigned papers in front of her. I called Derek last night, she said. Told him it's over. I'm going to fight for us. How noble. Sarcasm dripped. I'm sure his wife will appreciate knowing. I have her contact info, too. I'm giving him until Monday to confess. After that, she gets the full evidence packet. You destroy his family? He destroyed it the moment he touched you. Actions have consequences. I ended it because I want you. You ended it because you got caught. If I hadn't figured it out, you'd still be with him right now. Then, quieter. There was someone else. 2 years ago. Just a kiss at a conference. Marcus set his coffee down carefully. So you've known you were capable of this for years, and never told me. It was nothing. Everything you chose to hide meant something. He finished his coffee. I'm going to the gym. When I get back, start packing. You have 30 days to find a place. This is my house too. Then buy me out. But I'm not living with someone I no longer trust or respect. 3 months later, the divorce was final. Jennifer signed after Derek chose his family and left her devastated. She tried once more at reconciliation. Marcus closed the door without a word. Word reached him that Jennifer and Derek had rekindled once his own divorce was underway. They'd moved in together. Marcus received a letter from Derek's ex-wife, Amanda, thanking him for the truth and warning him the two cheaters were now a couple. He felt only relief. They deserved each other. Two people willing to torch lives for temporary desire. Statistics weren't kind to affair-born relationships. His own life moved forward. The house was renovated to his taste. Peaceful. Honest. One Tuesday afternoon, he met Sarah for coffee, another divorce survivor, set up by his meddling sister. No grand expectations, just two people who understood betrayal and survival. They laughed about terrible exes and meddling siblings. It felt human. Real. That night Marcus lit a fire in the fireplace and fed it the old evidence folder. Flames consumed the past. When Jennifer had texted "Don't wait up" months earlier, she'd expected the usual passive reply. Instead, she got the truth. He was done waiting. And that made all the difference.